Hello, my name is Adithia Sofyan. I am a singer-songwriter from Jakarta, Indonesia. I am still a designer, as in visual designer. I started to work in advertising agency in 2000, in late 2000, as a graphic designer, and then become an art director. In 2005, we made our own company and appointed myself the CD, the creative director. And up until now, we still have the agency. It's a more of a digital agency at the moment, and I'm still doing it now. I've always, it started very long time ago. I've always played the guitar when I was young, since I was 14, and dreaming about actually playing on stage. I started writing songs seriously in 2008. Then I sent, actually for personal, I hear it for myself, the songs, with no intention of going serious as a singer-songwriter. But then I have the songs on my laptop recorded, and I've kind of sent them to a radio, which they had an independent charts for independent singer-songwriters, and they would play it on air. And I guess a couple of songs became #1 in that particular indie chart, and that's where my journey as singer-songwriter began. So my first song is called Adelaide Sky. That's the song that I wrote. It's a pretty quick song. I wrote it for 10 minutes, in 10 minutes. It's on the first track on my first album, Quiet Down, released in 2008. It's still now I guess that's you can call it my signature song. I mean, every audience they want me to play it every time. We still play it every gig. So yeah, Adelaide Sky was my first song. I recorded everything at my bedroom, inside my bedroom. I was and still am I work in advertising. I didn't know anybody who worked in music, so I didn't know how you can rent a studio, or let alone, I didn't have any budget to actually record anything like that. So at the time, it's fortunately that you can bring some of those expensive equipment to your bedroom, laptop, a few other devices. You can find stuff everywhere. You can old stories that you have before. You can make up stuff in your head. Part of it is what happened to you, and part of it is not. Part of it you made up stuff that you think would be beautiful for the song. I've got some inspiration for words from watching movies. Sit down and procrastinate, and usually things will happen. Intention was, I didn't really expect that I would have some sort of music journey or music career, so I wasn't expecting it. And I was quite limiting anything that has to do with music, because I have to still go to work. That's my main responsibility still now. So every time we have a gig, or I have to limit the time to weekends only. But as time progressed, years and years, I've gotten better. I think people starting to know me, and they want me to perform more than on weekends. So finally, I'm able to do it both at the moment. But still, the main dream is to do it full time, though. I was I couldn't believe it. That was in 2008. I didn't think it would became top of the chart for a couple of songs for quite a few weeks. So yeah, it was very surprising. On the second album, it's still mainly the basic. It's still acoustic guitar and then singing, but I needed to have more instruments to wrap around it. So I started to have strings, homemade strings, that is. On the third album, we try to stretch it a bit. It became more of a full band format. I've started to have other people work for me. That's the dream. That's the dream. The dream is to perform globally on a regular basis. I don't know. I think it's a bigger challenge for us in Asia as an independent singer-songwriter in Asia, because the international scene, what I think is very Western. You know, it's very hard to go. It's, good God, 1 in a million, I guess, for an Asian act to go internationally like that. But I've started to go to Singapore and Japan. Probably more stuff will be happening again this year, hopefully. I don't know in this lifetime will that happen or not, but I'm just keeping it in my dream, and that's it. Next album, of course. I'm always writing songs. I'm always collecting ideas. At the moment, it's still in collecting process. I have some idea for the song that I recorded on my phone. Just a song structure, and in the guitar intro, guitarist, and all that. Still have to put words on it. In my experience, words are the hardest part because that's the soul of the song. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, this year or next. This year or next, probably. The next will be the worst scenario. But hopefully something will happen this year. Organization-wise, industrial-wise, it's a bit late, but it's good they started last year. It's a bit late. Musical, in terms of the new acts is always happening. New acts is always happening. It's easier to come out with to sell albums. The indie acts are they don't have to sign with any major indie labels or anything like that. If you have an idea, if you have songs, you can make an album and sell it. It's not that hard. But that's just the first step. I mean, it's not. So what you have? You're an indie band. You have an album. Everybody has an album at this point right now. So the thing is how you go to your next step and become big and get what you want. That's it. So far away, I'll admit a cliche. Things won't be the same without you. I'll be looking at my window, seeing out the late sky. Would you be kind enough to remember? And I'll be hearing my own footsteps under Adelaide sky. Would you be kind enough to remember me?